Okay, so I figured I'd take this piece of my stroll to kind of go through this thing. Um, it's interesting because now I realize, just as a side effect, I don't even know why it took this long, but that all I really have to do is make the pieces um, half the size of these pieces. And then they work together. Then I don't have to design new pieces, and the shit is actually really strong at this size. I print slowly. I print slowly, and it's very strong, and it's very beautiful, and it's very ordered. You see? And I'm really loving this new relationship between the orange and the brown, especially against the skin. That's the reason why I chose white in the first place, was because I wanted it to contrast with my skin. You see, there's a nice, you know, classic thing that happens between brown and like beige and off-whites and things like that, and orange. You know, I didn't want to go too crazy with it. I wanted to kind of stick to some colors that they're just like a new palette. You know, black is just a standard. Um, I won't say that these will stay black. I'm really leaning more towards the metal filament that I use for the bridge of my nose. But but you can see the design is basically that what I'm doing now is, this is a platform. This is not a glove. So each thing is individual. So I'm going to make each finger's creation an individual act. So I'll have it where it's detachable from the system and all of that. But this will be the thing that sits against the skin, and then I'll build on top of that very lightly. Extremely likely, this is the one that's social. This is the one when I'm at the airport and I want to sit and do some shit, this is the one I can have on, and it's the super dope shit. You see, there's no place for anything less than super dope, I'm finding in my own research. So more on that as it emerges, but I did want to at least cover where it's at now and what the next phases will be. Right now, I take my walk every day to just kind of orient my mind. And today my focus is on the sensors that are going to be on the back of the hand. They have to be individual, and they also have to have this Rube Goldberg thing I'm on, where it has to be something that's fresh to look at, because I got to look at it, like a moving tattoo. Moving being the key word. So having it as a platform, this is a space that's going to not just emerge towards an optimal, because I think making it as a platform makes it optimal. It's like, that means that every finger, every knuckle is an individual expression vector. So I can just focus on one finger for as long as I want. And that includes the placement of the LEDs and the accelerometer. So there's nothing set. Everything is constantly in not motion, but yeah, motion. But with the main thing being that there is see, now I feel like I can get it to this phase, and then this will be the release phase. Because, everybody always asks me, well, so is it ever going to be finished? And I always tell them no, which makes it seem like I'm never going to release it. That's not the case. The way I see it is that when it's released properly, it will do its thing naturally, whatever naturally means in this case. It'll do that without too much effort from me. So all I have to do is make it a valid platform. And so by thinking of it as a platform, instead of thinking of it as a glove or an instrument, it gives me the scope to just keep changing infinitely and evolving in 1,000 different ways at once, while having a core to log back into, in that it's basically a mesh on the hand, and allows me to attach things that can, that won't slip, and they'll stay in place. So today's gig is the sensors that are going to be on the back of the hand, and specific attention being paid to their dopeness. They have to be dope. Even as a first draft, the first draft has to be dope, right? Just to kind of give an impression of what is necessary for this space. It has to be dope. So that's all I really want to say right now. So so that's that, and I'll post another one when I got some dope, once I got some extra dopeness to share. But I at least wanted to, you see, the hand completes it, so it's like I'm experimenting. So live long and prosper, all that good shit. Peace.